Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason from Inspired to Juice. I know it's been quite some time now since I made a video. Um, I want to say maybe like 2 months it's been, and you know, I know I said I wasn't gonna stop the videos, but when you're doing the juice fast, it becomes your world. So you dedicate a lot of your time to it, especially because it's like you're focusing so much on the program that you're sticking to, the food you're eating, the people you're in touch with that are kind of doing the same thing you're doing. And, so when you go back into real life, as I call it, the world that you leave behind when you enter into this journey, it gets a little tough, and you got to try to play catch up for a while. And so I guess I'll start with some news because the news is actually why I'm making the video. I've lost some more weight since my last video. It's not really that noticeable. Down to like 203. So I don't know what my last reported weight was. I think it was like 212, maybe 212 or 208. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm down to 203. So it's like gradually going down, slower than I would like. But I'm not really trying to lose any more weight. I'm kind of happy with the way I am. I'm in the 34 jeans. Those are actually loose on me. So I mean, that's where I want to be. It's a perfect weight. Um, Perfect jean size for me at least, and I'm loving it, and it's just nice to go around because everybody who knows me, they they uh, they know what I've done and they see it, and nobody really talks about it anymore. It's kind of like accepted, but what is nice is that people are still emailing me and messaging me on Facebook asking me for help. People thinking if they want to try it, questions, ideas, suggestions, whatever they have. And a buddy of mine that I used to work with, his wife actually sent me a message today on Facebook. She was diagnosed with the same problem I had, which is pre-diabetic. My hemoglobin A1C score, which is it's a score used over the course of 3 months. There's a cell in your body that gets tapped every time your blood sugar hits a certain point, and by that little cell getting tapped so many times, that creates a score, and it's over a period. It's not just like a week or two, it's 3 months. So they can tell pretty accurately where you're headed if you don't make a change. So my score was 6.1. I don't know what hers was, but I did reach out to her and I sent her a message today, and telling her that I would definitely help her. She's married to a great guy I used to work with, and nothing but good things to say. And in general, I want to help people because people need the help. If people just listen to their doctors, they're gonna be taking medicine to try to fix an internal problem, or poison, as we call it in the juice fast community. It's really all it is. It's a chemical that's manufactured to maybe trigger some kind of side effect that might resemble a person getting better, but it's really just a mask. You're masking the problem. To fix your body, you need to give your body what your body needs and hasn't had for a long time. So I look forward to helping her because, as we all know, it's a journey. It's not like a diet, like a fad diet that you could just be like, all right, well, I'm just gonna eat chicken, and I'm just gonna do this for a few days a week, and I'll have my cheat day, and it's none of that. It's a whole lifestyle change, and happy to say I'm still doing it. Couple things which not too many people probably want to hear. I have began eating chicken again, so that's pretty much where I'm going because I started to feel like I needed a little bit more protein. And I'm not saying that protein is that important, but if you have, let's say, if you're sitting at a job and you're sitting at a desk all day and you're not expending much energy, then you don't need to consume the amount of calories. Well, it's the same way with, you know, at least my body felt, because I'm very active. I'm exercise. I do labor. trades. I do electrical work. I do some construction work. And I just felt like I needed the extra, the chicken. And even after I've been eating the chicken, I still feel great. I'm still, having the same results. I'm still dropping weight. It's slower, but you know what? I feel a lot better. And so that's really the biggest news as far as my diet. I still will never eat red meat. It's to me that stuff, like if I even see a hamburger, I see like raw red meat with like maggots and stuff. Like I just see death and sickness like no matter what. And so the chicken I have been eating, I've been buying from like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. So hopefully it's not grown or with any GMOs or any steroids or antibiotics. So I don't know if it's organic, but it's definitely better than going to like say Pat Mark Wellbaum's, A&P, or whatever local supermarket you have that's just pumping out chickens. So that's the biggest change I've had as far as my diet. I have good news. This is better news than I guess my Juice Fast results, which I was really happy about, because this news not only is good news, but it kind of constitutes a celebration. It it empowers everything I've done. It I'm always been a believer about what I've done, but now I can feel and see the power of what I've done. And you know, some people out there might be like, oh, maybe, he's lying or whatever. Not the case, because I haven't made a video in a long time. There's no reason for me to make a video and, not speak the truth. So I'm going to go back to February. I went to my endocrinologist. It's kind of what started the whole spin off of me trying to get myself healthier. I went to my endocrinologist mainly to check my thyroid because my grandmother had some thyroid problems, and I wanted to see if maybe my thyroid was off because I had been so heavy and I wasn't feeling good. So I figured, hey, you know what? Maybe that's what's going on. I've always been around 200 pounds my whole life. Well, not my whole life, but growing up, I've always been like a healthy 195, 200 pounds. So, and I'm very close to that now, so that's why I said I'm happy. When I was getting tested for my thyroid, they found two nodules, one on each side, and they were 7 millimeters each, identically. I don't know, it's pretty weird, but that's what it was. And then after my thyroid, they did another blood test to check my thyroid levels, and that's when they found out my hemoglobin A1C score, which was showing that, hey, I was right there, like point 0.4 of a point. Is that right? 0.4 points from, yeah, because it was 6.5 and I was 6.1. So yeah, it was zero point 0.4 points from being a diabetic. So went to my endocrinologist Sunday. There's the cat in the background, Cosmo. I don't know if you could, whatever. So I went to my endocrinologist on Sunday, and they rechecked my thyroid. I was due last month, but I've been so busy that I haven't gone. So they had me on the table. I was laying down, and I was kind of freaking out because I was there for a while. And I was like, what's going on? Why am I laying on this table so long? And the lady, the girl, she was making like weird faces. She's like, like, then she went and she got another girl and asked that girl to step in and kind of like ask her like to look at what she was looking at. So now I'm on a table and now I'm starting to worry because I know they told me these nodules that they could, if they got bigger, in other words, if they went from 7 millimeters to 1 centimeter, which they weren't far away from in February, that, then it was going to call for biopsy time to make sure that they weren't cancerous and whatnot. So I'm sitting there like, oh man, like this is it, they're going to cut me open. And that's not what I wanted to hear at all. So after like 15, 20 minutes, it felt like much longer than that. I'm like yelling at the girl. I'm like, what's wrong? Tell me the truth. And she turns to me and she says, I can't find those nodules. She's like, what was there in February is not there now. And I was just like, I was astounded. I couldn't believe. I said this before. I don't know if I said it in a video, but I said that wouldn't it be the coolest thing if I was to go back to my endocrinologist and, yeah, I lost the weight and I feel better and I probably look better, but wouldn't it be awesome if I can go back and they can do the little sonogram and then those things just disappear? I've said it so many times and everybody, kind of was like, yeah, it would be cool, but you're a little crazy because that's not going to happen. It happened. And you had to see she's not a doctor, I forget the name for it, but you had to see the ultrasound technician. You had to see her face and the other girl's face when they were just like sitting there. Even after they told me, they were just pressing on my neck with this thing. They couldn't find it. Couldn't find them. So I'm happy now because now I'm like, I can't believe this. Like, it worked. Not only did it work, but it really worked. Like, it reversed and eradicated these things that were sitting on my thyroid. Now, I don't know if this is a common thing because people that I know who have nodules on the thyroid, they don't really go away. They either stay the same size or they get bigger. So, I mean, that's one thing that I thought you guys would enjoy. The next thing, which is basically the whole reason I started this journey, my hemoglobin A1C score, I found out Tuesday, it was a 5.5. So it went down, 0.6 points from where it was. But from what she told me, the 5.5 is normal. It's what normal people have. So I not only got rid of these nodules, but I reversed my risk of being a diabetic and actually went back down to a normal level. It's only been 5 months. Now, this is very important because a lot of people out there may say, hey, be careful with all the fruit juices and stuff like that because it's going to make, even though it's natural sugar, it is sugar and it could increase your risks of being a diabetic. And you know what? I was really scared when they took the blood test. I actually told the doctor because she wanted to know how I lost all the weight. I told her what I did. She gave me the "you're crazy" look. And I told her, I said, you know what, doc, even though I lost the weight and I feel great, I'm really scared that I may have pushed that number into diabetes range. And I said, I just want to let you know that I was juicing every day, 5, 6, 7 times a day, and there was fruit in most of my juices because, as we all know, that when you do the juice fast, you need to, if it's not all fruit juice, you got to put fruit in there because sometimes they just plain nasty. But when I got that call Tuesday, I had already known about my nodules. She told me about my blood sugar. I was like, wow. Like, wow. Like, not even a joke. This is like for real now. I just turned those 2 major things around, and I'm considering writing a book. I don't know how to write a book, but I just feel like I want to tell people my story. And whether they believe me or not, that's fine. But I'm telling you, I know people out there. Joe Cross, you are the man. I spoke to him already about it. I let him know my progress. He was very happy. I was very happy to tell him because if it wasn't for him, I would have never figured this out. Not in a million years, especially with all the people out there that contradict it, that say, yeah, blah, 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 juicing, blah, blah, blah. So, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling because you feel like everything you were told was a lie. And you know that you're on the right path and that you now have this power, and it's a responsible power. It's a power to help people, to really, if someone needs help, it's a healthy way to really, just help them help themselves. And like I said, people still asking me for help, and I love helping anybody, like you guys, whoever's watching this. I don't know how many subscribers are still on my channel because it's been a while since I made a video, but I will talk to you. I will help you as much as I can in my free time. Just send me a message, leave a comment, whatever you want to do. And, you know, people out there that have done it or who are still doing it, you know, stay positive. You know, I'm telling you, it's gonna work out. You do have to change your lifestyle. You can't just do the juice fast and then go back to your old ways, because you know, you might get like halfway there and then, you know, start eating, and then right when you're looking for results, you're gonna go back down because you're eating all the bad foods again. So it's very important that, you know, the juice fast is probably gonna get you halfway there, and then it's what you do after that juice fast that's gonna bring you the rest of the way. So keep that in mind, that, you know, while you're doing this, you know, this is kind of resetting yourself, but it's not going to be the end all. You have to, it's a lifelong journey. That's it. You have to look at it like that. But once you start the results, like I got these results, I'm never going to change. No one will ever tell me anything different. You can, you know, you can frown on it. You can tell me I'm a health freak. You can tell me this, you know, call me a health freak. That's fine. I had a girl over my house, right? She's a friend of, you know, I had a barbecue. She came in to put some like drinks in the fridge. She opened up my fridge. She's like, "Oh my God, you're a health freak." I said, "What would you want?" I said, "Would you rather have TV dinners in my fridge?" So she starts laughing, you know. I mean, it's true. Like, you know, call me a health freak, but you know what? Look what I've done. Look what I've accomplished. I've done more than what doctors could do, you know, and I did it without any medicine. So anyway, I'm gonna try to think of some stuff to make some videos if you guys even want to hear my voice again. But this video is, you know, I just want to touch base with you guys. This is like the best news that I've had in a long, long time, and it's proof that it works. It's proof. All these guys out there that are, you know, telling you how good it is for you, that have done it, that are doing it, that are showing you what to do, that are telling you, that are helping you, they are for real. They're the real deal, you know? You know, skeptics could say what they want. I'm telling you, and I would not lie, it's for real. So I'm at 17 minutes now. I'm going to end this video. So I want to say to all my YouTube peoples, all my juicers, all my health freaks, that, you know, thanks for watching. And if, you know, if anything I've said has helped you at all, if you want to, you know, get in touch, get in touch. You can email me at inspired2juice@gmail.com. So that's a good way to get in touch with me. You could just send an email over, and I'd be glad to answer it. Any questions you have. All right? So until next time, juice on and be well.